Are we on the internet?
I mean, you are.
Oh, well, you are now too.
Hey!
Hey, back to me, please. Thank you. Tonight, Gustav gets a walk. The Mighty Nine gain even more furry members. Furry members. And the gang arrives in Jester's hometown. Ooh, we have Sam. We have Liam.
Ooh.
We have legs.
Legs
All
for
that and
days.
more tonight on Talks Machina. Hit it, Chief. We're back. We're live.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No.
We're on the internet now. Yep.
Wow.
That's what that red light means.
You can't fool me.
Guys, we have some announcements to get through tonight.
We sure do.
Stop fucking around. Reminder, we have a special one-shot this Thursday, August 30th. Liam, that's you hosting it. Tell us all about it.
Way to throw. Oh, there I am. Yeah.
We went so meta tonight just from the start.
Werewolf one shot in 2 days. I am busy at home, pretending like I know what I'm doing, getting the story ready. Hey.
What made you choose werewolves for this one?
Well, I know that Travis has been wanting it for a long time, so it's a little bit of a gifty to him and an idea I had. And it's called the Song of the Lorelei.
Whoa.
The Song of the Lorelei. There.
It's a musical.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to Lorelei. I'm a wolf. Welcome to.
You are 7 times brighter than the sun right now. You are red and white.
I just went on a run. I ran 4 miles. You'd be proud. It's like half of what you do in one sitting.
It's true. Could we get him blue anything so he could be the American flag?
Yeah, pretty much. Wow. A gift that I'll never be able to unsee. Yeah, since we're on Twitch, let's just be careful about, I don't want a Basic Instinct situation to happen here. You know what I mean? Okay.
There is something about this outfit. You are begging for a nut shot.
Let me get these announcements out before we cut the feed, because I have a feeling Rachel's going to come in and blow dart somebody any second.
Why is this episode of Talks only on Brian the entire time?
Yeah, well, so Sam, tell us about, Guys, breaking news though. No Talks Machina next Tuesday discussing Liam's one shot. I know, but we will be back the following week of the 11th to discuss episode 33 of Critical Role. 33. Next Tuesday, instead of doing a Talks for the one shot, as much as I would love to, we're filming something very special.
Something fun?
Something fun for the new channels.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh God.
What?
Well, I mean, you already have this show.
Yeah?
I mean, that feels like enough.
Do you know what it is, though? It counts as community service. So I am doubling up on the hours.
Sure.
Are you sure it counts as community service, or is
They told me it counts as community service. However, you still have 367 years worth of community service you need to make
that
up.
makes
So
more sense. At this point, I feel like they're just giving you like pity ones.
it's pretty much true. I'm only 22 though. I've got a long time to work that out. Guys, Handbooker Helper, the new series that we created to help you brush up on your D&D skills, premieres tomorrow.
What is that? Wow.
This is fucking true, dude. Do you know how I know?
Content?
It's written right there. New content tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time at
Critical Role?
youtube.com/Critical Role.
Nice.
Yeah, our first episode focuses on dice basics.
Dice basics.
Spoilers.
We need that.
I don't know. It turns out that until last episode, I didn't even have a. I don't think I had a D10. I played the whole first 20 something episodes without a D10, I think.
You surely didn't play Scanlan without a D10. You were able to give
Scanlan
those-
had a D10.
Okay.
Did
But
you swap out dice between
no,
characters?
I just lost them. I don't really care about dice.
Yeah.
You know, although Laura's having an effect on me,
Yeah.
I've started to like, I don't know, do a little ritual stuff.
I
boy.
also go under the assumption that you have an encyclopedic knowledge of the rules,
Oh yeah, totally.
the math of it all.
I know
Right.
it backwards and forwards, every race, every class.
You know, it's like what I read about him on Reddit, which is that he's this like secret genius, you know, that's hiding in the shell.
It's a secret to me.
He's hiding. He's hiding in the shell of the shallow, funny guy, you know. But in reality, they think a deep well lies beneath the surface.
If only they knew how shallow, how shallow that well was. It's more like a kiddie pool.
Oh boy. Did you just come from the kiddie pool store in that outfit? You look like Lance Mouthstrong.
You are. Let me put my glasses back on.
Well, I am
You are
covered in
so
chlorine and urine.
Red. You're so red.
I really am.
You gotta stop working out an hour before the show, honey.
I direct shows all day, and then
Yeah.
my son goes to gymnastics class, and oh my God, are they changing the color timing right
No,
now
you're
so that I look
literally
even redder?
That's what you look like.
Powder can only do so much.
I'm covered in bees.
It tastes like real blueberries. No, so at my son's gymnastics class, they have a treadmill, and what am I gonna do? Just sit there and fart around? I gotta work out.
Yeah. You're not allowed in the bouncy ball pit anymore, so
No.
you got to do something with your time. Starting today, we are actually raising money for Sam's favorite charity, which is, as you guys know, the Pavlov Foundation. They're dedicated towards ending childhood cancer through research funding.
I can't believe I
Dude,
just
I'm in
sneezed
the
during
middle.
the pitch for my
the
own
pitch
charity.
for your own charity
Sorry.
thing, dude. Unprofessional.
Start over.
That's how you know you're genuine.
We'll edit this out.
Tonight on Talks. No, I'm kidding. We're going to just start that far back. Ending cancer through research funding and also improving the lives of children with cancer through the arts, which is incredible. Like, yeah. So tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, so we're partnering up with Pavlov, which is like Brian said, is trying to end childhood cancer. And we've partnered up with Blair Herder, who's a friend of many of us and also a board member of the team at Pavlov. And he's going to do a big 600-mile bike ride from San Francisco to Los Angeles to raise money. And he hopes when they land at headquarters in Los Angeles that they'll have a check for $1 million.
Whoa,
But
yeah.
we, as Critters, are trying to raise as much money for him and his brother who are doing this ride together as possible. We've already hit the first benchmark, which was $20,000.
That is amazing.
Today.
It went up.
Amazing.
It went up live today. Yeah.
Yeah, insane. You guys are incredible. The critter community is amazing. So I think we're at like $25,000 already. Wow. So so that means that we will be doing the first achievement, which is I will be running a one-shot of Crash Pandas.
Yes.
In a few weeks, details to be announced, and now I have to learn how to do that. And
It
then
seems pretty straightforward.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And then the next goal is to possibly raise up to $50,000, and if we do that, we will have enough money to fully fund a grant that will go to a scientist who will do cutting-edge research and hopefully end cancer.
That's
Or,
crazy.
or or make headway toward that goal.
Yeah. Right.
But it's a fabulous organization, and we've already done amazing support of it, and you guys should continue to donate and go click now.
Oh my gosh, already
Wow.
over 20K in a day. It's
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys are so generous. Every time something like this comes up, everybody
It's really
is. It's really yeah.
Really weird. They're
I know.
all like really nice people.
I know. Why do they like us?
I don't know.
Goodness.
Do you think they know that we're our shitheads?
They couldn't know that. They wouldn't. They
dude.
wouldn't. No, they don't know.
I
that.
mean,
don't
not
know.
in that outfit.
We shouldn't tell them.
Yeah. There's actually more info at critroll.com if you guys want to check it out. And you can donate right now at give.classy.org/teamherder. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited for the one shot. I'm excited that probably the 50K thing will happen. That'll be amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you guys for your generosity. Without further ado, let us discuss episode 32 of Critical Role Campaign 2, Beyond the Boundaries. That was good. As always, we have some crit roll stats for episode 32 from our friends at Crit Roll Stats. Not has explicitly disguised herself 12 times since the campaign started.
Okay.
Successfully.
Nice.
More times than you've successfully dressed yourself since this show started.
That's true.
Caleb's currently most cast spells, starting with the most. Alarm.
Yeah.
What do you think the next one is?
It is Identify.
I was gonna say identify.
No,
Ritual
Identify is
cast.
third. Firebolt the second.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Firebolt.
It's a goodie.
The party has spent 55 of their 81 days together on the road. On the road. 55 of the 81 days. Wow. Road weary.
Start talking to Willie Nelson about getting that song.
That will be not cheap. Gustav's sentence in Trostenwald lasted 77 days. He averaged about 7 gold, 8 copper per day of work.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
good.
pretty
actually.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been
Gustav.
making really good license plates.
Probably. Yeah, that's, yep. For all those carriages.
Yeah. Each one has a distinct set of 7-digit.
Is that about?
Would like hide like swear words in them or abbreviations that meant naughty things in his license plates.
Yeah.
How much? What was that number again? How much gold?
7 gold.
7 gold, 8 copper per day of work.
Is that about how much you do?
Here?
No, for the community service.
Oh,
Like I know you don't get it, but
Yeah.
does that go to the state?
that I think a lot of it goes to the different probation services, and there's
Also the damage to the damage that you caused.
yeah.
Yeah. To
Some
rebuild.
would not say it in the past tense, but yeah. Sam, our first question tonight is for you.
As it should be.
Liam, our first question. No, I'll ask Sam. It's fine. Tabaxi took my girl.
Good name. Good name.
And sorry.
Sam, after almost getting arrested over a prank, how is not feeling about pulling more stunts with Jester?
I mean, I think Not is always freaked out to do anything, but is starting to loosen up a bit and trust that, at least up until this last episode, trust that her friends could get her out of most scenarios. But now with that one was cocked. So maybe she'll be a little bit more hesitant in the future, or maybe not just her and Jester, maybe she'll take somebody, one of the responsible ones like Ford or Caleb along with them.
So you have someone that could step in and say it's going too
a
far.
chaperone, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
'Cause
one of those.
that was touch and go. Jester kind of blew it.
Yeah, you should bring someone sharp and level-headed in case you need to go to like a hospital or.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
I got you, boo.
Liam, Kawaii Spinal
Kawaii.
asks, Caleb shares many similarities to the protagonist in the Dark Tower books, a series you and I are very, very fond of. Mostly in that his clear love for his friends does not override his need to reach his goal. Is this an intentional inspiration or just coincidence?
It's a coincidence, but I love that question.
Yeah.
I love that. Boy, how many days have they been traveling? What did
They've been
Colonel
traveling 55 of the
55?
81 days that they've known each other.
Yeah, I guess they're starting to be new friends to him. But the Kawaii Spinel
No.
is kind of on the money. Like Caleb wants to do really specific things, and he is not done with that. But they're potentially harmful. And I think that before he started traveling with these people, he thought like, well, the main thing is getting them to trust me and be able to form a working relationship. But maybe a bigger problem now that's kind of been been carried out, is does their friendship become a problem? Like, do I want to get close to you if I know that potentially I got to walk away from you at a bad moment, or just like Roland, what they're talking about. I don't know. Oh man, I love those books.
You should go read the books, everybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but they're so good.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
go back and start over. There's
What,
like
5? 7?
There's 7.
7, yeah.
Well, there's 8 because there's a prequel book that came out. Yeah.
There, I actually, there's one element of Caleb that I think I took inspiration from the Dark Towers that I can't even really talk about yet.
Well, once you get to that point with the character, you must talk about it on the show with me.
Yeah.
We'll nerd out.
Yeah, and I don't know what. Again, I've said this before. I don't know what the end result for Caleb is, and I don't know if he veers off of those things that he wants to do. It doesn't feel like that now, or if he goes through with it and then it becomes painful. Like if you really start to care for the people you're with, but are willing to sacrifice that for what you're after, that sucks.
That's a moral dilemma.
Yeah, that's a pickle.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch you struggle with that, and it's also fun that you've stayed on your path and not broken yet. Like I've set you up a couple times where you could have been like, yeah, I love these guys, and you're like, nope, I like it.
Is there a point though, I wonder, where he crosses that line?
To where he says, yeah, this is my family?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
They gotta earn it.
I mean,
you gotta earn it.
Yeah, but most of them are just really shitty people,
yeah, most
so
of
it's
them
hard
are.
to,
And again, I think there's what for all characters, but especially for Caleb, there's what he's got in the forefront of his mind, what he tells himself is the deal, and what's really the deal. So I feel like he's got two narratives, one above the surface, and one under it at all times. And then the one that he presents to them on his actual face with his dumb words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm enjoying not knowing where the hell it's going.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But you have some plans, but you enjoy the fact that the story
Caleb
is...
has a plan and has ideas for what he could do if he could do it, but I had plans for Vax too, and the universe didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So
That's D&D.
we'll see. Yeah, that's D&D.
Yeah. Sam,
Yes, sir.
Krista Miller asks, why did not give 1,000 gold of her own money to bail out Gustav? Was it to honor Molly, or because of what Caduceus said about him having other debts to pay outside of jail?
I think it's probably neither of those. It's, doesn't really much care about Gustav. But also does not give a shit about money.
Yeah.
It's a means to an
get that
end
feeling,
for
yeah.
her. And she values money because it gives a little security. So she wants to have enough money to be secure, that she doesn't need to rob to eat.
Yeah.
And she wants to have enough money to give to Caleb whenever he would need it. So she'll never run out completely because she needs to keep a little in reserve for that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's not shiny. I mean, it is shiny, but the other stuff is way cooler. The way the little buttons and stuff are way more interesting.
Wow.
So, and just for me as a player, I didn't really want to care about money at all this campaign. So. So it's really nice in Dungeons and Dragons to not care about money.
Yeah.
It makes decisions way easier and more fun. So so it was less about Gustav and more about just her seeing that this is something that the group wanted to do, and she was like, yeah, sure, great. I got 1,000 to spare.
Yeah.
No big.
Wow.
I think Laura is finally getting to a point too. She still has those sort of phantom limb moments where she's like, I got how much money, but that's fading. And she's no longer the Monopoly banker that she was last time.
She's still.
Didn't she say something though about do we need a treasurer or whatever last week or the week before? I don't remember.
Yeah, it will
she
never
kept, She
die.
kept some party funds. So far,
Yeah.
we've been distributing everything around the group like pretty evenly as soon as we get it. But these 500 gems, she's holding on to. So that's like our first,
Interesting.
I think, party funds.
Wow.
Which I don't know if I like.
You got to say something then.
Everybody gets an emerald. Everybody
Yep.
gets a ruby.
You gotta speak up. Find some real manipulative way to share that you're not happy
I'll
with it.
steal it from her while she's asleep.
There you go. That's a good idea. For both of you, click this URL. Says, do either of you regret not asking Gustav more questions about his past with Molly?
A little bit. I mean, he mentioned something about like when we found him 2 years ago, he didn't know who he was and stuff. And I think somebody said like, where did you find him? And then it all got a little hazy, I think. But yeah, it would be nice to know like there's a cool backstory there that we never got into with Molly. And
But is that a Sam thing or a not thing?
I think it's a little of both. I mean, when someone says like, I didn't know who I was 2 years ago. Okay, let's go have breakfast. Like, don't you want to say, wait, what was that first thing you said?
Yeah.
Liam wanted to know more, but I don't think Caleb. Didn't matter to Caleb.
At all.
No. I mean, I think Caleb very much admired him and his talent and liked having him as part of their group and knowing him, but especially since he talked about, I don't know who the hell I was in the past, well, that doesn't matter. And he talked about not caring about the past. So Caleb just said, all right, I'll take you at face value and I'll just focus on this. And they haven't known each other that long, and we've got nothing more to do with Gustav that we know of. So no,
Well,
I think
you're also playing a character whose past is something that he probably wants to forget and move on from, and or revisit and fix or something like that. And so you, Caleb may have looked at Molly with a little bit of a jealousy, like I wish I didn't have to remember my past.
yeah, almost. It wasn't jealousy. It was just like, that's your truth and I don't understand it. It has nothing to do with me. My experience is the 100% dead opposite of that. So that seems crazy and fake, but interesting.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, I like all the.
Yeah. How much time do you guys think you spend a week thinking about these characters and this story and what's going on? Because when you guys do a really good job of remembering kind of where everything left off. I mean, playing every week, that helps versus like every couple of months or something, but you're juggling a lot of stuff. Do you think about it a lot throughout the week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gnaws away at you.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
It's true.
and it didn't used to be like that for me. Like when we even probably when we first started streaming, I was like, yeah, this is fun. But then over time, it's like, it's always like in the back of your mind. With Matt, it must be insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But,
He's- yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in driving home or whatever, I'll just be like, I wonder what's up with Bo.
Yeah.
What's her deal? Why did she say that thing last week or whatever?
Yeah.
But I think that's the case for probably a lot of the people watching the show too. Like,
Yeah.
it's so, like, these episodes are so long and you get to know these characters so well, but also not. And so it's like, you're always like wondering what else is
Yeah.
there? What did you miss? What did you hear that is important, or what did you hear that's not important?
Yeah.
And it's like knowing somebody, but they're not real.
It's a second set of memories for sure.
Yeah, it is, right?
For
It's its own story.
And it really, because of the sheer amount of time we do it, like, I feel like we really kind of sit in their skins. And it's not like when we played our home game, it was every 6 weeks, but it's every week. It's 4 or 5 hours. And I think about this shit all the time, to the detriment of my bills and stuff.
Yeah.
And I spend 10% of my week thinking about Vax still, too.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh,
Oh, that's a problem.
It's not a problem. If it's a problem, I don't want to be cured.
there goes Danny. There goes Danny and all my Tumblr babies for the week. That
That's
sentence
life.
right there. Yeah. Well, that's your fault, Liam. For both of you from Screaming Nerd, after the Caduceus Gustav conversation, are Caleb and Not worried about or afraid of Caduceus seeing through their facades to the point of learning backstory stuff like he kind of did with Gustav?
Yeah, because he sort of had like a weird sixth sense about that. There was a whisper involved too, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Caleb didn't see that. I think Caleb just thinks that maybe he's a little high and a little weird, and that we need a little more time to see if that's actually a thing or if he's just, you know. I mean, that's just his opinion, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Some new information has come to light.
I think Knott's probably was a little taken aback by that, and
Yeah.
thinks that there's some magic involved, you know. But she believes that magic can do most anything. So
Yeah.
that's probably what
Yeah.
she chalks it up to.
Well, we're going to get to some more questions, but first, free shit.
Free shit?
Whoa!
Not-
Prizes.
Just really inexpensive.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We even pay for the shipping.
Oh, that's nice.
It's neat, right?
Do you pay for the shipping?
I
'Cause
don't pay. I'm not allowed any plastic or paper, none of it. I have a thumbprint that I use to get cash out of a phone booth and torrents.
When I first met Brian, he was only allowed to wear paper.
Man, that would be so much funnier if it wasn't true. Our first giveaway tonight is honoring your epic gift-making skills. It's time for Gift of the Week.
Yeah.
Our winner for episode 32 of Campaign 2 was sent in by Sarah Jones, aka @that Sarah Jones. Let's take a look.
Is it? How much money was it?
400 gold.
Yeah. How much is that?
Oh!
That's tea for life.
Seems fair.
Scheiße! I thought I was crazy. Just thought of a cuckoo also. Maybe it's a cleric thing.
You've captured my essence.
I got it. I will ask the tall pink one next time if I need parchment.
That's pretty genius. And that was the audio that was on the gift too, which is awesome. That was the actual audio. Congrats to you, Sarah. You have won these Vox Machina and Mighty 9 pins. These are glorious.
So handsome.
My man Steve hooking it up with the
only have one of
close-ups.
Oh, did you see the shine of light on that? Like it's Iron Man's head?
Ooh, those are nice. Yeah. Now kiss.
Oh, are they humping?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Isn't that what they're for?
Yep.
We've done worse things to Wormwood.
Stop it.
All right.
I'm dead. That was facts.
Remember, you can submit to our weekly contest.
Where was the thing?
I think he's asleep.
Oh, okay. Good font.
It's almost 7:30. Chief's usually going to bed about this time. So, Sam, Mazla94 asks, how do you feel about Ford not shipping in for Gustav?
Hey man, that's cool. I mean, Ford just was in a pretty rough sitch, and I don't even know how much gold Ford has.
It sounds like from the answer you gave earlier, when we were talking about money, that that wouldn't really be upset if he didn't, because she wasn't attached to the money that she threw in.
Yeah. There was like, I think at some point Bo like repaid Caduceus and for part of it, and was like, hey, I'll chip in or whatever, and she didn't do the same for Knott. But I don't think Knott gives a shit. She's not in it for the Benjamins.
We're also not like the Knights of the Round Table yet. I mean, we're still like a loose association of.
Yeah, it wasn't long
goons.
ago that Knott and Caleb were essentially just flat out saying like, okay, when everyone goes to sleep, we'll just steal all their shit and leave.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ford held a sword to Caleb's throat several weeks ago.
Hey, Chief.
What?
Go back to that 2-shot.
Was there
The question box was acting as a sensor box for that part. And I don't know, Chief, we might have to improvise something down.
What?
Back to me, please.
That's
Back to
normal.
me. Back to me. Liam,
God, you guys.
save us from Sam's dingleberries with an answer to this question from Becky Fall. Caleb has gone into a state after killing someone with fire quite a few times now. How is he emotionally dealing with the fact that this keeps happening? How does he feel about how Bo is continually the one who brings him back?
So those are two questions, right?
Yeah.
I think that. Are you doing penis jokes over there?
No, I'm not. I'm just listening.
Are you thinking about them?
Yes.
Okay.
I got one plan.
Caleb feels like he needs to work through it. Because fire's not going anywhere. A lot of people on social ask me, why do you keep using it? And maybe something that will come out eventually is the reason why fire is like his first, and he has a real affinity for it now. So he could, I mean, just from a gameplay story angle on this question, like I wouldn't have set up that kind of a difficulty and then said, Caleb always uses lightning, and then we never even focus on the problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. But there is a reason. He has an affinity for it, and as he's getting stronger, some spells he's finding, some spells he's purchasing, but the fire is just natural progression. The fireball is something that Caleb got just from leveling up, and I just take that to be him further understanding what he can already do and magnifying it. And it obviously is still fucking him up, and it probably will at the end of the game. But from his point of view, at least in this moment, it's that it's the strongest weapon in his arsenal for facing people he may have to face, and it doesn't make sense to hide it away. He needs to master the misery or the pain or whatever you want to call it, so that he's ready to deal with facing his ex-teacher someday or other people.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Wow.
that's why. Oh, and the other question was, the second half of it was,
Yeah. How does he feel about how Bo is continually the one who brings him back?
oh, he likes that. He likes that.
So do I.
So does Danny.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, it's like a flawed friendship, and it's not affectionate the way Caleb and Nod is, but that's okay. And I think part of the reason why he felt like he should, and it fell apart on him, but the instinct to bet big and tell her everything came from a sense of sort of shared, not identical, but shared interest.
Yeah.
And shared point of view. So they're still very different, but there's a lot in common there. And
Yeah.
Things that Bo does is kind of, even though she busts his balls for things constantly, which I love, Liam loves, it's reaffirming his choice to take a chance with her.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't think about any of this stuff much, though.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell. At the Gen Con panel, I don't think this part made it to the video that Daspeth put up, but somebody asked you if there was a song, what real life song would represent
What would Caleb's song be?
Caleb's song be? And before you could answer, I said, "We didn't start the fire."
It's not okay.
I got
Which is-
booed so hard. It was
No,
great.
it's
I
good
drank
because
those
I just
tears.
had a flatline sound going in my head
Yeah,
with
'cause
no
that was
answer coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I looked at you and I saw the look in your eye of like, I never think this, but if Foster has a terrible joke right now, that would be great because I don't know how to answer this.
I love your terrible jokes.
Oh,
They're
thank you.
terrible.
They're great.
Really?
No.
Sam, cacophonous kazoo.
Woo!
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Not started the campaign as a coward who had to work up a drunken stupor before combat. Is she cognizant of how much more proficient she is now, and is that helping her courage at all?
Yes. She's definitely aware that she's been more and more powerful in battle, and as a result, I think she's been drinking less in battle situations. She's still skittish and gets nervous about stuff, but I think they've escaped and survived and succeeded in enough fights now that she's becoming a little bit more brave,
Yeah.
if you will. Still not 100%, and she still knows she's small, and a target, and doesn't have as much magic to rely on and stuff like that. But
I have a follow-up question to Cacophonous
yeah.
Kazoo's question. Is not aware of how highly gifted she is.
no, she knows that she's tricky.
Yeah.
She is aware that she can do things better than other folks in the group, but she probably would not think that those things are the most spectacular. They're like cool tricks, like look, I'm double jointed or whatever. But it's not like
Yeah.
She sees all these other people with amazing powers and stuff, and she just thinks like, oh, I'm really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's aware that she's gifted in some areas.
That's another slice of what I love about Caleb and not. I mean, there's many things that I love about it. I love that we're setting ourselves up just for heartbreak later. But
True.
how they're two like different kinds of gifted weirdos. Yeah.
Just like us, except for the gifted part.
Yeah. Some would argue. Liam, Krista Miller asks,
She already asked one.
She had two really
she
good
had two
questions.
really good
There's
questions.
not even a pun in that name, though. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She's the best.
Being mean to Krista.
The only thing we're let down by is her name, not her questions. What were Caleb's thoughts on the Etten encounter and how Caduceus dealt with it? The calm emotions fear combo was clutch.
Yeah, I think Caleb was impressed by that and thought that's a great idea, how he went relaxed and groovy and just sort of veered them off. My version of that is the night terrors, and that's what I can contribute. But it definitely bounced off of, like I wouldn't have thought to. If Caduceus hadn't done that, I don't think Caleb would have snapped too. Do you need to candle wax your junk or something?
I'm
What's
fine.
going on?
Yeah,
everything's.
he was asking for some candle wax to put on his nipples, and I'm like, that's not a real candle.
Are your nipples still as sharp as they were 5 minutes before the show?
My nipples
Let me see.
are razor
Show the
sharp.
camera.
They're like big old pepperonis.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Sam.
I'm gonna do that thing Travis does.
Please don't.
Yeah, that's not it. Go back to Sam. That's not what he does.
You need to go do a heist because you could cut
Do it
some
again.
glass right now.
Do it again.
But
That's not how it works.
There's a new secret message on
Yeah,
the
you look
screen.
exactly like Terry Crews.
Just the Shaq shimmy. That's not what Travis does.
I'm begging
Wow,
you.
dude. You look like.
Oh.
Trinket finally has a use.
Stop it.
Trinket finally has.
Y'all.
Stop this incestuous madness. Sam,
Yes.
Men in Black device flash us with an answer to this question. You know the little device that helps erase your
Yes.
memories?
Oh, yeah.
So erase the trinket ball sack
okay,
that we
gotcha.
just saw. Max, can we get on a trinket ball sack emote for the new Twitch channel, please? BJJ 2015 asks, Sam, Not is incredibly intelligent, but she doesn't lose her less tame nature or impulsivity. What made you want to play her with those specific quirks despite her intelligence? Do you find those quirks and flaws make it more difficult for you to accomplish the things you want, especially in social encounters? This is 6 questions. Does that ever frustrate you, or do you embrace the challenge? Just go beat by beat there.
I prefer. Where's Krista when you need her?
Yeah, now we don't hate Krista's.
I'm crawling back to Krista.
Yeah.
No, that's a great question. I've actually thought about this as we think about these things all the time. Going in reverse order, I embrace the challenge. I love, I've said it on this show many times, I love just finding weird things about characters that are hard to deal with and then try to deal with them. But part of the thing, like I don't know nothing about goblins, and so I've told this to Matt in the past, something that I just decided about goblins, which I don't know if it's true. They have short lifespans, and they also, at least every depiction that I've seen, they're like super brutal, and they just attack, and they're mean, and they get hungry, and all this stuff. So I just thought maybe goblins are just like unrestrained, like, is it not id.
Id.
Id? Yeah,
Id
like
is the basement.
Yeah.
Superego
It's just like
is the attic.
Like everything is just a little heightened. Like I want that, or I'm hungry, or
That's what I love about Not, because she is so highly gifted, but she's only had 9 or 10-ish, whatever it is, years to let that percolate from being like a to now.
Yeah.
But she's so smart. Like if Not could be allowed to magically or somehow live to be 100, she would be like so scary. But she's only 9 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where that comes from. Just like trying to figure out like what's a goblin like? Why are they like that?
Right.
And so you see it in different circumstances. You know, she really loves booze, and she really loves collecting things, and she really hates water, and like it's just all pushed to the max, sort of a thing.
Sounds like Howard Hughes.
Yeah. Is she peeing jars?
She's working on a
Mason jars.
giant
Mason jars.
wooden airplane.
Yeah. Nice. For both of you, from Blink leaders, how does it feel for Not and Caleb to come into Allfield and be welcomed by the whole town?
Strange.
Yeah.
Strange. Another new thing that Caleb is concerned about is their amplified visibility, which they're going somewhere where it's not, which is good, but in Allfield and everywhere in the Empire now, like they've got to have a little bit of a reputation, and being in a stadium or having people go, yes, you're the heroes that we heard about, is not sitting well with him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to want the group to try to like thread that needle and stay with people like the gentleman and criminal element, maybe because there's less fanfare and being given keeps by the head of the city, that kind of thing. That'd be bad.
Yeah, I think Not like Caleb is a little hesitant to be in the spotlight. However, has started to realize like, hey, if everyone's cheering us, that means they're not pointing at me and throwing rocks. So that's good.
Does she fear what would happen if the mask came off in front of an adoring
yeah,
crowd?
Sure. There's always that in the back of her mind. But so far, surrounded by bigger folks, she can kind of get away with it.
Yeah. Oh.
A different what Caleb thinks.
One and the same.
I like how much you guys have thought through all this stuff. It's so early in the campaign, and it tells me there's so much more room for everyone to grow.
I mean, the writers are really good.
Oh God,
They're really good.
Well, we're paying them more this season.
We're paying them.
Paying them.
Yeah.
We're actually paying them this season.
Paying them more is still true.
Yeah.
That's
More
true.
than a donut.
Let's give away some more epically free shit, shall we?
Epically.
Our next giveaway is for Fan Art of the Week. It's Fan Art of the Week.
Oh my God, it's me.
Was that you?
Of course.
You get your own.
I'm Art Dad. Don't you know?
Okay, that's
You're in
fair.
the opening titles, and that's it, buddy. This week's fan art winner for episode 32 was sent in by the Arting Ace, aka at Kate_W_Candy. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that one's
I
so
have not
sweet.
seen that.
Yep.
I love it.
That turned out really good.
Kate does great work.
Wow, that's really cool.
He looks so dapper.
Yeah, nice
What
straw
a dapper
hat.
hippie, yeah. Yep. He looks like he has a house in the valley where he has chickens and bees
Yeah.
and a lot of death memorabilia. And
So he hasn't been eating the same things as he's been eating lately. Is he going to lose the pink? Like it's like a flamingo who eats
I hear once you go pink. What's the rest of it, Danny?
I'm ignoring that. I assume that he brought it with him. He brought lichen with him, and he's just slowly eating it. It's
Probably.
enough to keep the pink. Shut up! I just want him to continue having pink hair.
Probably.
Well, everyone
that
wants him to
matters.
keep having pink hair, but I also kind of want. I wouldn't mind if he went without lichen for a while, then started back up again. So then there's this white layer that grows up and through,
Yeah.
and we can
Oh,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
progress of that. Or
That would be
What y'all
interesting.
need to do is y'all need to just find him lichen and be like, here you go, buddy. As much as you want.
I'll just shave his head.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I love the Danny Cam. I love
Yep.
that it's running on batteries.
Yeah. Did
For
you
some
see
reason.
go back to Danny Cam, Chief. Do you see the record?
plug
The,
it
the record
is
thing is a
yeah.
D20.
Sure, I saw that.
okay.
But I mean, we've got
Sweet.
power cords all over the studio. We can't.
There's only so many cube taps to go around.
Sure.
Nope. Thanks to everyone who submitted for Fan Art of the Week. Congrats to you, the Arting Ace. You have won this Wormwood Cherry Dice Tower system. Okay, so this is crazy because you get the Dice Tower, and
That's a
this
normal
has
dice tower. Wait,
this
what?
is featuring the epic Cortrium cartography by Devin Rue.
Right, that's the California coast there. That's,
Napa.
yep, you can see.
Sonoma.
This is even crazier in person. You guys, it's hard to tell. So you get
Island.
that. You get
Wait, there's
your
more?
dice vault.
Wow, this is a good haul.
These
this
are
week.
epic.
Really
And you get the tray with the flame strap.
Yeah, that leather strap is pretty great.
What are you laughing at?
You can do a lot with a leather
Max
strap.
is laughing because my.
Oh, it's a flame strap.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be so good on a butt. Like slapping it on a butt
Right.
would give a nice like flame impression.
We'll give it a shot later.
If you really want to give some flair to your autoerotic asphyxiation.
Are you laughing about this? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That Devin Rue piece is available on Wormwood's Kickstarter right now, so check it out at wormwoodgaming.com. And remember, you can enter our weekly contest by emailing your GIF or fan art to submit at toxmachina.com. Rules for our contest are available at
Max,
critroll.com.
can you control the submit? Are you controlling the submit?
No,
Someone else. Oh, you did.
it's someone else
you.
controlling it.
Submit, precious.
It's not you.
Is it side by Sam?
Because every
It's
time
Chief.
it comes up, it seems like you're pressing something.
Is Chief side by Sam?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Who's side
yeah.
by Sam? Is it Chief?
Side by Sam is a person.
Oh.
Submit.
What person is it?
He or she does not want
Really?
his or her identity to be
But you know.
know or known.
Do you know?
I mean, in
I
theory,
know who it is.
There's not someone out there
Liam
just taking
has
pictures
met
of
Side by Sam.
I have.
So has Taliesin. So has Marisha.
Really?
Gasp.
Yep.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so
It's Mercer.
it's Mercer.
He has time in his week to
Dang,
just
yeah,
follow me around.
He's out there. He's just sitting in on some of your sessions, like a
Okay,
ride
Sam,
along.
Sam, run across the front. Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Liam,
Yeah.
Kudi Patra asks, what does Caleb make of his new insights into the dodecahedron?
Oh, well, it's a little too perfect. It definitely scratches an itch that he has intellectually. It confirms what he believes, which is that it has to be possible. If you can slow time, if you can speed time, if you can create flame out of the air through the power of words and chemical substances, it just has to be possible. So the D20, the dodecahedron, not the icosahedron, the dodecahedron confirms his suspicions and drives him forward. I don't know if we would have been plopped the key to everything that Caleb wants at the beginning, maybe, but he wonders about the source that this thing is a splinter of.
Yeah. Yeah. I do too.
He's also read recently that at the Academy that they are working on something, and he wonders if it's one and the same, since I'm referring to this prop on the set like
you
it's
can't
here.
see.
Put this on your nuts.
Sure.
To hide him. They were very interested in that, his past teacher. It is that big too.
Stop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, get in. Oh!
What were we talking about?
I'm gonna go.
So yes, Caleb is very interested in
go.
Sam's gigantic schlong,
Oh, God.
and
My gigantic horizontal schlong.
yeah. it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Time travel is good. It definitely does not endanger present reality.
Nope.
I ate before this.
It's amazing that it can hold the weight of my entire leg.
Yep. Oh.
Wow. You're excited.
Jesus Christ,
This is a
guys.
great commercial. This is a great commercial. Talks Machina.
What is Tox Machina,
What
Brian?
is Tox
I can't wait.
Machina?
I can't wait till my kids are like, 12 and 15 to sit them down
Yeah.
and look at the archives of this
Show
show.
them the year that we reclaimed our dignity.
We need to keep recording this show a lot so that there are so many hours of it that my kids go, ugh.
Tonight is episode 80. Isn't that crazy? What are you doing
I
now?
don't know what I'm doing now, Brian.
We have
This is a cry for help.
We have to put a stop to this. There's no conversation to be had while this is going on. All right, Sam.
Yeah.
Make it an emotional question.
Speaking of the thing between your legs,
Yes.
Pizza Schnitzel has a question. Why does not want to contact Astrid? Is she projecting her wish to see her halfling friend over to Caleb, or is it something different?
Projecting her wish to see her halfling friend. Oh, projecting her wish to see her halfling
You
friend
wish to see
over to Caleb.
Then that feller's name was Yezua?
Yeza.
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 Yeezy?
Yeza. Easy.
It was easy.
Is not
And
projecting.
wants to see Yeezy.
Maybe I hadn't thought that much about the subconscious reasoning, but on the surface anyway, I think not noticed that Caleb mentioned Astrid before, and probably just thinks that it would be nice to have a young lady in his life, or a peer.
You're like every overbearing mom.
Yeah,
I called
exactly.
your ex-girlfriend the
I
other day, and she and I are getting lunch.
Yes.
So if you
It's
want me to say
fascinating.
anything-
I don't mean Astrid, I mean not.
Yeah, well, I hear she's a doctor. So I just think you guys went to school together. I mean, you're both probably single.
I'm tired of coming over to these dinners, Ma. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Just see where it leads. The wizard down the street just got married.
So if the wizard down the street were to jump off a bridge, I should do the same thing?
I'm just saying, I want you to be happy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Danny, is that what your mom's like? I could picture Danny's mom being like, she's dead. Danny's like totally passed out. Look at
Danny's
her.
gone. There's only a mouse over there squeaking away.
I love it.
No, my mom is not like that.
You guys killed her. That's what it took. R.I.P. Danny Cam. Oh God, I love it so much. Liam,
Yes, sir.
Rogue 10 has a connected question there. What was going through your mind when Not was writing the letter to find Astrid?
Well, that was all Liam reaction, not Caleb at all. Caleb
Yeah,
wasn't
but
there,
your
has no
mind, yeah.
idea. Oh man, well, I mean, I both love it and hate it. It's fascinating, and as Sam said like 15 minutes ago, like we love setting up hard stuff and then dealing with it. So what's the point of the show if we're not dealing with hard stuff? So
Yeah.
Astrid,
You've been dealing with hard stuff all night on that couch.
I mean, semi-hard. That would be bad stuff, bad news.
Yeah.
Oh, Astrid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's fine.
You want to see?
I mean,
you
that'd
want to
be.
see?
I don't know if it's good or bad. It's just it's complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing
Yeah.
what I know about your past and what Sam Riegel knows about your past,
Yeah.
Astrid has got to be either a super bad guy now, super dead, or something else that we don't know about.
That's one of the many things that Caleb wonders about every night before he falls asleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. About both his friends, and yeah,
Can't wait to see how that plays out.
he doesn't know. It's been 16 years
Really?
since he saw them last.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How old is he again?
33.
33.
33. He
So
was
this all happened when he was
a teenager.
17? Wait, what's the
Sick.
math here?
I've written it down. It's 15 or 16.
Okay.
In the asylum for 11ish years.
Yeah.
He was a baby.
Out on the road on his own for 5.
Wow.
Okay.
Here I go again on my own.
Here I go again.
That's yeah.
On my own.
You've been practicing your Caleb. It sounds great.
It's perfect.
Identical.
Sam.
That's why everyone always confuses us for each other.
totally.
Yeah, exactly. Sam, help us forget that impression with an answer to this question from Kuti Patra again. Not seems to express less worry about Caleb than she used to. Is she more confident in his ability to stay alive in battles? Does she trust the Mighty Nine more to look out for him, or is her level of worry about the same?
Her level of worry is more or less the same, except now she sees that there's other people protecting him, and also, especially Bo. Bo has really stepped up and been on the ball to get him out of his funk when he does the fire stuff, or when he's injured. She's been great, so it's nice to know that like other people are actively trying to protect the young prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her level of worry is the same, and I think in just some of the most recent battles, Liam O'Brien has been strategically excellent at either being invisible or staying on the way other side of the room,
Yeah.
or both, or hanging back enough so he's been out of danger. And he has taken some hits for sure, and he is still squishy, but not always has an eye on Caleb, and Sam always has an eye on Caleb to make sure that he's not like, oops, right in the middle of the battle. And,
Yeah.
and if he were, then Not would be there in a jiffy.
Wow.
That's what Vax did, despite Liam's knowing that like flying straight at a dragon's face in this game is dumb. But
Right.
I would override common sense
Yeah.
consciously because I thought it was in character. But
That is very Vax.
We talked about that a lot in those early episodes of Talks when that
there
stuff
was an early
happening.
episode where I think Molly was down or something, and I almost said Caleb's going to run forward and chance. I was like, nope.
You mean Vax? Oh wait, when Molly was
No,
down.
early in
Molly
this
was
game.
down in some fight, and Liam thought like,
this
okay, I'm gonna
time around.
run him
This game,
forward. It was in the first like 6 or 7 episodes, I think. And my learned instinct was like, run in. Nope. I had to like tell myself not to do that because I did it so much.
Wow.
One thing I love about Caleb, not Bo, is not coddles Caleb, and is that mother. And I think that. Up top, Caleb was like, that's not a good thing. Like, I should not be fed that kind of saturin. It's not accurate. But underneath, he enjoys it because they have affection for each other, and he likes that affection, even though he doesn't talk about that so much. And with Bo, there's no affection, but he feels like he should be called an asshole and a shit, and knows that he needs that. Like he deserves it and he needs it because it's real, it's accurate, and it will keep him sharpened and on task. So he likes, even if it's an unconscious level, what he gets from both of those ladies for different reasons.
Wow. Wow.
I love
Yeah,
Caleb.
there's nothing affectionate about Bo.
Yeah. But there's reasons for that.
Maybe.
Maybe. I feel like there are. I mean, you guys think this stuff through very clearly and very, detailed.
No, this is mostly bullshit.
So I think, yeah.
It's a lot of bullshit.
There's a lot of layers. You guys got some pets.
Oh God,
Yeah,
we
this
Let's talk about
did.
the pets. Let's talk about the pets.
So,
thoughts about the pets.
this question from Artist Someday. Sam, which pet would not like to eat first?
The weasel.
The weasel?
The weasel seems, nice and edible size, tender meat,
Easy to skin.
live.
An owl. What are you going to
little
eat? An
bones.
owl is disgusting.
Yeah,
Your feathers
gross.
caught in your
Feathers,
mouth.
beaks.
Yeah.
And then the puppy, it just seems difficult. Every time you grab the thing, it would just poof away or whatever. Also, if you wait a little longer, that puppy's going to get bigger, and then that's more meat.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. How long do you think these guys will survive?
Well, it will be interesting. Liam wonders if the DM will be as vicious with these non-summonable animals as he is with Frumpkin. Like, Frumpkin can't go anywhere where somebody's shooting an arrow at Frumpkin, stepping on Frumpkin, kicking Frumpkin, and Frumpkin can come back.
Yeah.
Fucking Weasel cannot come back. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
We'll see. It seems like heartbreak on the horizon.
a weasel cannot come back.
How many pets were there in the cages?
There was tiger babies.
There are 2
Yeah.
tiger cubs.
They were-
I just said all this on Critical Recap. I
But
don't
Matt
remember that.
didn't make all of the animals correspond to a member of Vox Machina, did he? Like, the tigers weren't meant to represent Vex and Vax, and the owl isn't Percy or something weird like
Okay,
that.
Where did you-
if
have
he's
you
using
been-
tiger cubs to represent Vex and Vax, then I have a problem with that.
Have you been on like the dark web reading stuff about this or what? That seems like some conspiracy theory.
Well, I
shit.
don't know. He puts metaphors.
I feel like that's a little too obvious though.
Yeah, you're
You know
right.
what I mean? Like,
I mean, all Matt has been thinking about for the 2 weeks leading up to that game was Burning Man. So I think you're
Yeah.
you're reading too much into it.
desert trip. We're almost out of time, but I want to sneak this one in. Liam Frickwit asks, is Caleb at all intrigued by new and faraway cities, or is he only ever searching for the next library?
New and faraway cities.
Intrigued by those at all?
Yeah, something I was thinking, I don't know if I'm directly answering that question, but I think one thing that was on his mind as they left the Empire, and I know they kind of popped out of it several weeks ago in another episode, but they're leaving, and presumably that's good, right? He's not going to run into his past there, almost assuredly. So that should be good. It should be like freedom, and I can find libraries there, but it feels wrong to him to leave because everything that he wants to deal with is behind him. He can stomach that easily because this group is he's both forming sort of like against his better senses emotional ties, but also there's profit and there's value and there's growth in this group. So it makes sense to travel, and I almost brought it up. I almost had him talk to Bo about it, but it just feels wrong to turn his back on the Empire and leave it when the Empire is both kind of fucked up and everything that he wants to address is behind him. He is always constantly thinking about the next library. They've just been really busy and trying not to die and pulling people out of death's door. But yeah, now that things are calmer and we'll never have another battle again after the Ettins, he's only thinking about the next library.
Right, yeah. Danger around every corner, always.
That's right.
Well, guys, as much fun as this wasn't, we're out of time.
You did a good job tonight, Brian.
With what?
Well, you didn't. Hold on, a little, just
This is what comes from
distracted.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks.
years of familiarity.
Stick around for Talks Machina After Dark.
That's when it gets dirty.
That's when,
the censored stuff.
yeah,
gets
just to let
turned
you
off.
guys know, if you do come back for After Dark, it might get a little bit dicey. So,
I'm gonna be hanging brain.
yep. Big dick peanut butter energy.
We need a max cam
Peanut
so
butter.
soon.
No, he won't allow it, dude.
I
'cause
know, but the shaking of the head
He's
just
convinced that his ponytail is like Samson's, hair, where if he loses it, he's like, if I photograph it, it'll start to wilt.
steal-
and-
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Liam's One Shot airs this Thursday night.
Fucking werewolf, Song of the Lorelei, Travis Willingham, Travis Gone Wild.
Travis Gone Wild, yeah.
Welcome to the Lorelei. See you soon. We're gonna go up and howl at the moon.
Oh, I can't wait to go home. I want to go home so bad. I would like to thank Liam and Sam for joining us tonight.
Would you?
No. Until then, no. Drink. Here I drink in the light with friends. At home I drink in the dark alone. Just me, bachelor in paradise. Let's go.
I understand you.
Until Thursday, my friends, the One Shot. Don't forget to love each other. Don't worry. It's almost werewolf time. We're back after dark, as if that wasn't already. We're back with questions from the Alpha chat room.
Let's get dark. Starting now.
I love it. I never get tired of it.
Anus whistle.
And do the cuttlefish voice.
Cuttlefish is my favorite.
You don't like that one, Sam?
You don't like cuttlefish?
Oh, I love it so much. Oh boy, this one's great. S. Frontiero, Liam. So we've heard Sam's impression of Caleb. What's your impression of Not?
Oh, cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 I think is my favorite thing you've said the entire run of campaign 2. Oh, cool, cool, cool.
You sound like Miss Piggy on acid.
You're welcome.
Viviriel asks, what are you guys looking forward to the most about going to the coast?
Oh, in the game.
Are you guys taking a trip to Pismo soon? The two of you?
Boogie boards. Trip to the coast. I mean, Knott's never been to the coast. I don't think Knott's ever been to the coast.
It's a lot of water, not.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I stole Jester's ring of water walking.
That's true.
But yeah, it's also like people take off their clothes at the beach. I don't know. It doesn't seem great. Sand gets in your crack.
Oh,
I don't
man.
like it.
Caleb's interested in sort of like a Death in Venice kind of way. Just that's a deep cut.
Yeah, what is that from?
It was a novel, I think, and then a movie, a foreign film, old film. Forget
It
it.
was one of the Twilight books.
Yep.
Skip those.
Like he's never stood on a beach. He's only read about it in books. So it's going to feel like another planet to him, I think.
What if he takes off his haggard robes and he's just like totally cut underneath?
He's like a Baywatch lifeguard with
Yeah,
the
dude.
Speedo.
He's just.
Fan art.
You've seen that fan art already, Danny? Yeah.
You know, when you get really wrapped up in things, you forget to eat sometimes. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Awesome.
Sam, Megster777 asks, what do you think the resurrection DC is for a half-eaten weasel?
Pretty high. I wonder what people would bring to that ritual.
Yeah.
Say a few words about unnamed weasel.
About Timmy the Weasel.
Do we have names for any of it?
I remember when we met
There's
Mr.
Nugget.
Pibbles.
What are the names so far? There's Nugget.
Nugget. They haven't named
That's
any.
it.
They haven't named the other two.
That's the puppy.
Yeah.
That's the puppy.
And I love the puppy. That dog is gonna die, but I love.
Always kill the dog. Speaking of the pets, though, Dervish says, what kind of tricks do you want to teach these pets? Blink dogs fetching from the library?
Sure, or maybe die instead of me.
Oh, that's a fun
trick
one.
that I
Yeah,
like.
that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weasel could get into all sorts of crevices. Go steal some stuff. Little smash and grab.
Chief, do we have an animation of a weasel that could pop out of Sam's open crevice down here tonight?
Please no.
Could just be Polly.
It moved.
Could it just be Pauly Shore's head peeking up over the
Oh my
sensor bar?
God, yeah.
Lisa.
Both of you, Disco Vader, were either of you surprised by the fact that Bo, of all people, was the other party member to get a pet?
Who doesn't love animals?
I mean,
Monsters? People that are monsters?
you know, Bo puts up a tough facade. That's a bit surprising to me. That she would be all.
Bo.
Yeah, Al works for her, but she got ooey gooey on all of them. She just melted. Maybe she's got a soft side.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just a little cutie pie.
Yeah.
She's got a gooey center.
She's got a gooey center. Wow. Wow.
Ask Keg.
Ask Keg. Oh, you beat me to
Y'all are so
Couldn't stop
married.
myself from saying it. It was that there.
Geniuses. Liam, Sneaky Equestrian asks, what's more fun so far, rolling fireball dice or sneak attack dice?
Well, I rolled 2 dice too few. I
would've
was
been
told by the
more?
internet. Yeah, it was supposed to be 8d6, not 66. Which I forgot. Man, something about running up on your own quietly and hitting a mind flare in the back of the head with a knife is special. It's special. So I think you have your answer.
I got it.
Yeah.
Sam,
Yes.
when this is Geeky Nerd 13, when Bo, Caleb, and Knott were rescuing Jester, Ford, and Yasha, Not was very clear that all that mattered to her was getting them back. Does not feel safe with the Mighty Nine since they go out of their way to protect her. Is she surprised by this?
I wasn't listening to the question because I was getting in this position.
All right, I'll ask a different one then.
No.
It doesn't come up on the screen because it's from Alpha.
Say it again, but abridged.
When everyone was kidnapped, it was clear that all that mattered to Not was getting them back. Does she feel safe with the Mighty Nine since they go out of their way to protect her? And is she surprised by this, if she does feel safe?
She does feel safe when the Mighty Nine are around. Not because they protect her, but because they protect each other. And is she surprised by this? No, she's always relied on Caleb for protection, and now I think she's relieved more than surprised. Relieved that she doesn't have to put that burden on Caleb or you know on each other. That they have a support group of people who can help them and keep them out of danger. But I think she's super happy that they're back and the gang's back together.
Yeah.
-1.
Yeah. Hopefully soon that'll be remedied.
You mean we'll get them back?
No, get Ashley back.
Yeah. Oh, I meant Molly.
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
No, he is dead as fuck.
Yeah.
He's not coming back.
Ashley will come back at some point.
Yeah, I know. I've been sending a lot of anonymous letters and stuff trying to get the show canceled, but you know.
What would cancel a show from a letter?
I've just been saying there's asbestos on the set,
Okay,
and you know, I've been making like a lot of formal complaints like that, you know.
The old health code violations.
Yeah, man, I've called OSHA and you know, they blocked me, but I was calling them regularly. Guys, for both of you, from Pike is a dike.
Oh.
That
Okay.
means she's a protective barrier against water. It's
Yep.
fine.
I think that's hopefully
Lumber.
exactly
So
what
it's
it
the
meant.
Lumber franchise.
With the inevitability of meeting Jester's mom, Liam Las Vegas coming out of your, oh wow.
So fast.
Wow,
So
amazing.
fast.
Where's it gonna go?
Goes the weasel.
That's a honey badger that's. If anybody wants to know why Liam Las Vegas turned out the way he did, there's the prequel film right there. With the inevitability of meeting Jester's mom, what are your character's preconceived notions?
Of Jester's mom?
Yeah, what do you think Jester's mom's gonna be like?
I mean,
Jester's mom.
she's definitely got it going on. I assume that she's worldly, speaks a few languages, dresses in all the finest silks, smells nice, and you know she seems like a caring person in all of Jester's descriptions of her. I think Not probably takes all that at face value and just expects her to be a real sweet, fine, fancy lady.
Oh yeah.
Caleb's in the weird position of knowing that he can't give advice to anyone because he's a sack of shit. But he had good parents, unfortunately.
Oh.
And everything that Jester describes does not sound great to him.
Yeah.
Does not sound great. But it's not like he can be like, oh, that's really because he's a murderer.
My parents that I killed were
My parents
awesome.
that I killed. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Danny.
Yeah.
As a child of great parents
Right.
that I murdered.
So, which is why he doesn't say anything, but he's asked questions about her upbringing, and it's always because he's a little, he's fond of her, so he's dismayed by the stories she tells, but he'll never say anything because he's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Makes sense. We got one for Danny from Old Sneaks. Danny, do you need help after tonight's episode? Blink once for no, twice for yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was too many blinks.
Is that
Too
7?
many blinks. Too many blinks. Hey, for both of you,
I
it's
am very sweet.
Don't ruin Kiri.
Kiri just got to the set.
Welcome to the Mighty Nine.
Oh God! I just want to go home and watch Bachelor in Paradise.
Go fuck yourself.
There's less nudity on that show. Hey, for both of you, it's over 9,000. As a married couple, what's your favorite thing about each other, and what is your least favorite thing about each other?
Well, my least favorite thing about Sam is how much of a fucking food snob he and his wife are.
Oh boy.
It's unbearable. It's unbearable.
I enjoy
Mostly
the
because I
finer
want the
things.
food. I'm like a raccoon looking through the window in your house.
Yeah, because we've had some dinners, and then it's like, oh man, this is some of the best ravioli I've ever tasted in my life. Oh no, it's not. If you want good ravioli, fly tonight to somewhere in fucking Italy or whatever,
Oh, yeah,
and have it's 28 euro per whatever,
The
like
Cipriani in Venice has some really good
ravioli. I knew it. The son of a bitch. No, I will say though, some of it can be good. Like for instance, you let me know after years of me drinking it that Carlo Rossi, I guess, is not one of the more expensive wines.
It's not one of their main brands.
Yeah, but I thought like not a lot of bottles have a handle on them though. This one seems like these guys know what they're doing. Yeah. Anyway, food snob.
The thing that I love most about Liam is he's a gentle lover, as we all know, but he's a kind soul. He wants people to be, he wants to help people,
It's true.
but he can't because he's too busy.
True.
Oh God.
What I like about Sam is that he is the living embodiment of Shakespeare's fools, which is like Falstaff or Feste. He is seemingly a buffoon, but if you know him well, you know that there's no end to the depth and soul of his
Yeah.
character.
I agree.
And he is skating on talent and wit.
Nothing else.
He is rollerblading on talent and wit. Oh yeah, get in there. But look at these cameras though.
I don't understand how cameras work.
Yeah, you do now. Nice.
And Iris out.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that's it.
Good end.
Love you guys. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks
What were you
for
gonna
having
say?
us. I was going to say, how about that smashing Bear Galoo shirt?
Yeah, there's a few of these left in the store
They're
if you
still-
guys
they're
want to
still
grab them.
available?
There's a couple
You
of them
look
left.
dope as
Yeah,
fuck.
they turned out so well. And as usual, the softest. I've just wanted to just keep nonstop touching myself tonight. Danny thinks it's because I accidentally took ecstasy instead of an Altoid before the show, but
I think it has something to do with it. That's
Maybe.
all I'm saying.
maybe.
Could be a factor.
Contributing factor.
Exactly. Thank you, Sam.
How cute is the little bow thing in Danny's hair
Pretty
too?
cute.
Is it what's on it? It's D20s.
It's
or
D&D.
something?
It's D20s and little like dragons and
That's
stuff.
amazing.
Cute as a button.
Don't forget to watch Critical Recap on Thursdays as well on YouTube and before Critical Role in the Arts.
What's the show we're premiering tomorrow? Handbooker?
Handbooker Helper
Nice.
tomorrow 10 a.m. Pacific time on youtube.com/Critical Role.
Lots going on.
Lots going on. Lots more going on that we have yet to tell you about too. Yeah. But that's it for tonight. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you Thursday night for Liam's One Shot.
That's right. We're gonna one shot it. Tell Sam's fluffer that she's fired.